Hey Emma, I heard from my brother that your new house is finally finished. Congratulations! Thanks, Sarah. We're actually moving in this weekend. I'm so excited that I've already started packing. Wow, you're on top of things. I've always dreamed of building my own house. Ever since I was a kid, I'm over the moon. It's been a long journey, but it's finally happening. I bet. I heard that you've put a lot of thought into it because you've always wanted your own dream house. How long did the whole process take? From planning to completion? It took about 18 months from start to finish. There were some delays due to material shortage, but we got there in the end. That's quite a while, but I guess good things come to those who wait, right? I heard it's quite a custom-built home. You designed almost everything yourself, didn't you? That's right. I'm partially proud of the kitchen and pantry, and I've always dreamed of having a living room with a vaulted ceiling. Ooh, valued ceilings. That sounds amazing, but it must have costed like a fortune. What other custom features did you include? Well, we also have a home office with built-in bookshelves, a cozy reading nook in the master bedroom, and a spacious mudroom for when the kids come in from playing outside. That all sounds incredible. Aw, I'm so envious of you, Emma. As a stay-at-home mom, you don't have to worry about mortgage payments or anything. Being a stay-at-home mom must be nice, relying on your husband's income, getting a lovely house built for you, and spending your days leisurely in a custom-designed home. You don't have to work hard in a big corporation like my brother and I do. I'm really jealous of you, Emma. Hold on, I'm not just lounging around all day. Yes, I'm a stay-at-home mom, but supporting my husband is my job. It's the job of a homemaker. I cook, I do laundry, and clean every day. They say homemakers don't get days off, and that's true. It's not really something to be envious of. What's with that false modesty? You don't actually think I'm truly envious of you, do you? Huh? Of course not. Being a stay-at-home mom is for women who are too stupid to do anything but pander to men. From the perspective of someone building a career like me, you're at the bottom of the ladder. Bottom of the ladder? That's a bit harsh, don't you think? Staying at home all day just doing housework? What a boring, unfulfilling life. In this day and age, women need to stand their own 2 feet and earn their own money. Well, everyone has their own views on work and lifestyle. I think your high-powered career is really impressive too. I heard from James that you got another promotion at work. Oh yes, my income has now broken 6 figures. Combined with my husband Mark's salary, we are a power couple with a household income of over $300,000. Wow, you two earn that much together? That's impressive. That's what you get with a power couple. I love my life and my choices, but I suppose everyone has their own way of living. The bottom suit those at the bottom, I guess. Could you please stop using the bottom phrase? I love my life too, and I'm proud of it. Please don't look down on me or treat me like I'm at the bottom just because I'm a stay-at-home mom. Ha! You're relying entirely on your husband, living such a pathetic life. It's the very definition of being at the bottom. What's wrong with calling it what it is? I don't understand such a miserable way of living, but I guess that's what suits you, Emma. Do enjoy your life in your new house. Sarah, I really don't appreciate your tone. Being a stay-at-home mom is a valid choice, and it's not pathetic or miserable. Oh, you're coming to visit sleep at night, Emma. After what you said, I'm not sure that's a good idea. Mark and I will visit soon to congratulate you on your new home. Oh, you're coming to visit? After what you said, I'm not sure that's a good idea. Don't be so insensitive, actually. We've been thinking about building a house ourselves, so we'd like to take a look at your custom-designed home for inspiration. Well, I suppose that would be fine. When were you thinking of coming? How about next weekend? We're both free on Saturday. Next Saturday? That's a bit of a short notice. We're still settling in and unpacking. Oh, come on. You said you've already finished packing. Surely you can manage to entertain guests for a few hours. I guess we could make it work. What time were you thinking? Well, come around noon. That way you can show us the house and then we can have lunch together. Alright, that should be fine. We'll see you then. Great! And since we're coming over, why don't you just treat us to lunch? I'd love to taste the cooking from your pride and joy kitchen. A stay-at-home mom should be able to entertain guests with delicious food, right? We're looking forward to it. Make sure you put in some effort, considering how much free time you have. I'll see what I can do, but please remember, we've just moved in. The kitchen might not be fully set up yet. Oh please, I'm sure you can manage. After all, isn't that what you do all day? Anyway, see you this Saturday. Goodbye, Sarah. Hey, James, do you have some time?
Yeah, sorry I missed your call earlier. I'm okay to talk now. It's my lunch break.
Oh, really? Bad timing. I'm sorry.
No worries, Emma. How's the unpacking going?
It's going well, but we still have a lot to do. Actually, Sarah just contacted me. She and Mark want to visit our new house this weekend. They want to take a house tour to get some ideas.
Really? That's unusual. They're both so busy with their corporate jobs, I thought they rarely had a day off together. She's always saying how busy they are.
Apparently they're thinking of building a house too. They want to use our place as a reference.
That's great. I'd love for them to see our dream home.
I'd be happy to have them over too, but Sarah said some very hurtful things. She implied that as a stay-at-home mom, I don't have to worry about mortgage payments or anything.
What? That doesn't sound like Sarah. What exactly did she say?
She called my life pathetic and miserable. She said I'm at the bottom of the ladder because I'm a stay-at-home mom.
I'm sorry Sarah was rude to you, Emma. She's so in love with her high-powered career that she looks down on stay-at-home moms and part-time working moms. I've told her many times to stop that attitude. She just doesn't listen.
I know you've tried. It's just frustrating. She also asked me to prepare lunch for them when they visit. I'm dreading it because I'm sure she'll make some snide comments, but it would be rude to refuse, right? If it helps them with their house plan, I want to cooperate.
I see. All right, I've got an idea. I'll prepare all the food for lunch that day.
Really? Are you sure you want to do that?
Of course, it's my family that's coming to visit, so it's only natural that I'd want to entertain them. You don't need to do anything, Emma. That way Sarah can't say anything about you.
Thank you, James. You've instantly lifted my mood.
No problem. Though I have to admit, I'm a bit nervous about cooking for my sister and her husband for the first time. I'll do my best to make sure they enjoy it.
I'm sure you'll do great. Your cooking has improved so much lately.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. By the way, how are you feeling about the visit overall?
To be honest, I'm a bit anxious. I love our new home, but I'm worried Sarah will find something to criticize.
Try not to let it get to you. Remember, this is our dream home. We built it for us, not for anyone else's approval.
You're right. I'll try to focus on that. It's just hard sometimes when Sarah can be so intense.
I know, but we're in this together. If she says anything out of line, I'll be right there to back you up.
Thanks, James. I'm really glad you'll be there. Oh, I almost forgot to ask. What are you planning to cook?
I was thinking of doing a few of my signature dishes, maybe my herb-crusted salmon, roasted vegetables, and that quinoa salad you love.
That sounds delicious. Sarah and Mark are in for a treat.
I hope so. I want to show them that just because we've chosen a different lifestyle doesn't mean we don't know how to live well.
Absolutely. Our choices are just as valid as theirs.
Exactly. Now I better get back to work. I'll pick up the ingredients on my way home tonight.
Sounds good. I'll make sure the dining room is all set up for Saturday.
Perfect. We've got this, Emma. Together.
Together. Thanks again, James. I love you.
I love you too. See you tonight.
Sarah, I can't believe what just happened. How could you do that? We prepared this meal especially for you two, and you didn't even take a single bite before throwing it away. And then you left without even apologizing. That's just cruel. Huh? What's wrong with throwing away bad food? It's your fault for preparing such terrible food. What did you say? I could tell just by looking at it. You just transferred some cheap takeout onto plates, didn't you? How disrespectful. Cheap takeout? That's not... Both Mark and I are busy with our corporate jobs. We made time to come congratulate you and even brought you a gift. And this is how you repay us? It's insulting. We were trying our best to entertain you. The lunch we prepared weren't cheap takeout. It was homemade with care. Are you saying I'm mistaken? Don't insult my intelligence. I know you just kept a woman who eats well every day. That's not... I prepare good meals every day. Cooking for my family is part of my job as a homemaker. I can tell the difference between a good meal and cheap takeout just by looking. Why are you so desperate to deny it? Oh, I get it. You're always cut corners with ready-made meals, and now you're desperately trying to deny it because you're afraid my brother will find out because of me? Please, just listen to me. Don't jump to conclusions. You didn't even taste the food before making these accusations. I'm deeply disappointed that you're still trying to make an excuse. You really are the bottom of the bottom. I never want to see your face again. What did you say? How can you be so cruel? Even if you laze around all day, you're still supposedly a stay-at-home mom. I thought you'd at least be able to entertain guests properly. I'm never visiting this house again. I wish we hadn't come. To think we even brought a gift, only to be served cheap takeout. It's unbelievable.
I'm sorry the food wasn't up to your standards.
Huh?
Unlike the gourmet meals you're used to, I used cheap ingredients. I bought everything from the local supermarket. But you know what? The food you threw away was cooked by me. I'm sorry my home-cooked meal with cheap ingredients wasn't good enough for you.
What, James? You cooked? But why would you cook?
What's wrong with me cooking?
But this is the kind of thing should be prepared by the stay-at-home wife, Emma. That's her job, isn't it?
Being a stay-at-home mom doesn't make her a maid who does everything. My family was coming to visit, so of course I wanted to entertain you.
Well, I suppose that's true, but...
I really tried my best to cook. I'm sorry it looked and tasted like cheap takeout to you.
Well...
Oh, yeah, but you didn't even taste it, so you can't know about the taste. To throw it away and decide it was bad without even tasting it? Did my cooking really look that bad? I thought I applied everything I learned at culinary school.
Culinary school?
Oh, I guess I haven't told you yet. Actually, I quit my job last year, and I enrolled in culinary school this year.
What?
This meal was supposed to be the culmination of what I've learned so far. Looks like I still have a long way to go.
Wait a minute. Why are you attending culinary school? You were working for a big corporation. You were a director and a lead on the first track. You were living the life I aspired to.
It might have looked like smooth sailing from the outside, but I was struggling.
Huh?
I gradually lost interest in my job. The higher I climbed, the busier I got. My work was taken for granted, never praised, but any small mistake was harshly criticized. I had no time for hobbies or even for my wife. I'd reached my limit. I was sick of working as a corporate slave.
No way, but I looked you up as my elite big brother.
That's when Emma encouraged me. She said I could quit if I wanted to. She said she'd support both me and our lifestyle.
Support you? But a stay-at-home wife can't do anything.
Yes, she can. Thanks to Emma's daily efforts, we had more savings than I'd imagined. We probably have enough to live comfortably until retirement, even if neither of us worked.
That much?
Her daily economizing and smart investments have paid off. She's the best stay-at-home wife, perfect at housework and managing our finances. She even said she'd work if necessary. That's why I felt free to enroll in culinary school. Actually, I've wanted to be a chef since I was a kid.
I had no idea.
My culinary skills might still be lacking, but I tried my best to cook for my sister and her husband. I wanted you to enjoy it since you came to congratulate us. I wanted to share our happiness with you. I never imagined you'd throw it away without even tasting it.
That's,
Don't bother coming to visit us again. In fact, I don't want to see your faces anymore. Please don't contact us in the future.
Wait, brother, I didn't know any of this. I'm sorry for throwing away the food you worked so hard to prepare.
It's too late for apologies. The fact that you ruined my hospitality can't be changed. Don't contact us for a while. Goodbye.
James, please, can't we talk about this?
There's nothing more to say. You've made your feelings about our lifestyle very clear. Goodbye, Sarah.
Emma, are you there? I need to talk to you. It's urgent. Sarah? I thought James told you not to contact us. I know, but I really need your help. Please, just hear me out. What's going on? It's Mark. He's quit his job. What? Mark quit his job? What happened? I'm telling you, it's your fault. Mark suddenly quit his job because he was influenced by you and my brother. Our influence? Did we do something wrong? The last time you were here, you didn't even eat and left quickly. I barely even spoke to Mark. After that, Mark told me he wanted to quit his job too. Just like my brother, he said working for a big corporation was tough for him. Oh, so Mark was struggling at work too, but I'm not surprised. The bigger the corporation, the harder you have to work. The more responsibility you have to take on. It must have been tough for him. But, while jobs at big corporations are busy and tough, they do pay well and have a good benefit. I keep on telling him that, but he insists on quitting. He says he has a path he really wants to pursue. He told me to support his dreams like you supported my brother's. Oh, is that so? Is he planning to become a chef like James? No, it's even worse. He wants to be a voice actor. He's always admired voice actors and wanted to enroll in a training program. That's a nice dream too. I recently got into watching anime while I cook. The food scene in recent anime looks so delicious. It's a wonderful dream. I support him. Don't support him so easily. What's gonna happen to our household if Mark quits his job? He was making $200,000 a year, and that's gonna become zero. It's impossible. But you're a high-powered career woman, aren't you? Won't you be fine? You alone make $100,000, and with your savings, you should be able to live comfortably. We don't have any savings. We've both been so focused on work that we've outsourced our housework and always ate out. Our monthly expenses are ridiculous. Wow, I envy you for being able to outsource your housework. We also go on overseas trips every year, so we really don't have any savings. And how am I supposed to suddenly drop, from a $300 lifestyle, a $100,000 one? It's impossible. Have you talked to Mark about your concerns? Of course I have. When I realized how tough it would be to live on a single income, I told him we can't, but he's even asking me to pay for all his voice acting school fees. I told him he should pay for it himself and got angry, and what did he say to that? Then he had the audacity to say that if he was married to you, you would have prepared the money for him. He said you would support his dreams and help him with all your might. He even said he should have married someone like you. My, I'm surprised he praised me like that, especially since he used to make fun of me along with you. That's not the point. What am I supposed to do now? We were proud elite professionals. That's my pride. Our life is falling apart and it's all your fault. Take responsibility. How exactly do you want us to take responsibility? I don't think we can do anything about our material problems. You could do a lot of things, like cooking our meals or cleaning our house. Excuse me? I'll be busy with work, and Mark will be busy with voice acting school, and from now on, we need to economize, so you should do our housework from now on. That way we can cut down on outsourcing costs. Home-cooked meals would be much cheaper than eating out. This is ridiculous. I don't understand why I should take responsibility, and I have no intentions of helping you. After I beg you like this, you won't help? With that arrogant attitude, I wouldn't call it begging. Even if you were on your knees pleading, I wouldn't help. After all the times you've insulted me, now you're asking for help when you're in trouble? That kind of shameless behavior is what I call the bottom of the bottom. I'm deeply disappointed that a high-powered career woman like you would choose to live like this. But what did you say? Besides, didn't you say you never wanted to see my face again? So solve your material problems yourself. Goodbye. Wait, Emma, please. I know I've said terrible things to you, but I'm really desperate here. Sarah, I understand you're in a difficult situation, but that doesn't excuse your behavior. You've constantly looked down on my choices and insulted my way of life. Now that you're facing challenges, you expect me to drop everything and help you? I know, I've been awful, but can't you find it in your heart to forgive me? We've known each other for so long. Forgiveness needs to be earned, Sarah. It's not something you can just demand because you're in trouble now. But what am I supposed to do? Our whole life is falling apart. Have you considered that maybe this is an opportunity for growth? Maybe it's time for you to learn some of the skills you've been looking down on all this time. What do you mean? Cooking, cleaning, budgeting, all the things you thought were beneath you. Maybe it's time you learned their value. But I don't know how to do any of that. That's why I need your help. And that's exactly why I won't help you. You need to learn these things for yourself. It's not my job to be your maid or your teacher. But Emma, please, I'm begging you. I'm sorry, Sarah, but my answer is still no. I think it's best if we don't communicate for a while. I hope you and Mark can work things out. Goodbye. Emma, wait! Don't go!
Hey, Emma, you won't believe who I ran into at the supermarket today.
Who?
Sarah.
Oh no, how did that go?
It was interesting. She looked completely different.
Different how?
Well, for one, she wasn't wearing her usual designer clothes. She was in sweats and looked pretty tired.
Wow, that doesn't sound like Sarah at all. Did you talk to her?
Briefly, she actually apologized for her behavior at our house.
Really? That's surprising.
Yeah, she said she's been learning some hard lessons lately. Apparently, she's had to start doing all the housework herself since they can't afford to outsource it anymore.
I see. How's that going for her?
Not great from what I could tell. She said she never realized how much work it was to keep a house running. She even admitted that she has a new appreciation for what you do.
Well, that's something I never thought I'd hear.
Me neither. Oh, and get this, she asked me for cooking tips.
No way.
Yep, she said she's been trying to cook to save money, but it's been a disaster. She actually looked embarrassed when she asked.
I almost feel bad for her. Almost.
I know what you mean. I gave her a few basic tips, but I didn't want to get too involved.
That's probably for the best. How's Mark doing with his voice acting dream?
Apparently, he's still pursuing it. Sarah said he's been taking classes and going to auditions, but hasn't landed anything yet.
I see. Well, I hope it works out for them.
Me too. You know, seeing Sarah like that really made me appreciate what we have even more.
What do you mean?
Just our partnership, the way we support each other, the life we've built together. I'm really grateful for it all.
Aw, James, I feel the same way.
I love you, Emma. Thanks for always being there for me.
I love you too, James. We're a team, always.
Always. Now how about we cook dinner together? I'm thinking of trying out a new recipe I learned in class.
Sounds perfect. I'll set the table.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.
Sis, answer! I want to share this with you.
What is it? Did something happen?
The letter came from my first choice university.
Have you opened it yet?
No, I was waiting for you. I wanted to open it with you and let you know first.
That's so sweet of you, Tommy. How about you open it on 3?
1, 2, 3. I did it! I got in!
Congratulations, Tommy! Getting into your first choice university on your first try is incredible! I knew you could do it.
I can't believe it. All those nights studying actually paid off.
You worked so hard for this. Mom and Dad would be so proud.
Finally, I can live my dream of moving to New York. All that studying this past year was worth it. I need to start looking for an apartment right away.
Oh, about that. I've already looked into some options.
Really? You've been that confident in me?
Of course, but not for a single person, for a family unit. Actually, I'm planning to move to New York with you. We'll be living together.
What? Why would you do that?
I've been thinking about it for months. I just can't bear the thought of you moving there alone. Since our parents passed away when we were little, it's just been the two of us. And I want to stay close to support you. I'm going to transfer to a company there. I'll take care of all the housework like always, so you can focus on your studies.
Don't be ridiculous. I don't want to live with you again. Look, I'm 18 now, legally an adult. I can manage on my own. You don't need to come. Besides, what good would a high school dropout like you be anyway? You can't make it in New York. You're just an idiot.
Tommy, what are you saying?
You have no experience of college or job hunting. You'd just be a burden. There's absolutely no benefit to living with you. I need to make connections with successful people, not be tied down by someone who couldn't even finish high school.
You're right that I dropped out of high school and have no experience with job hunting. But that's because I've been raising you in place of our parents all this time. I dropped out of high school and worked all these years for you. You don't have to be so cruel about it.
What? Are you pissed off because I've been speaking the truth? I never asked you to do that. I could have gone into foster care.
Is that what you really think? After everything we've been through? I've been doing all of this for you because we're all the family we have left. Of course I'd be upset if you insulted me for that. I think I deserve more than that.
Well, yeah, I'm grateful for you for some things, but I want to make my own way in life from now on. I don't need anyone else. That's why I want to live on my own when I go to New York.
Oh, okay. If you really want that. I'm probably worrying too much anyway.
Yeah, give me a break. Maybe my sister. We've got to grow out of being such a clingy sister. Anyway, I'm going out with friends to celebrate, so I don't need any dinner tonight.
Sarah! I've been trying to reach you all day. How did Tommy's college acceptance go? He got in. Not only that, but he got into his first choice university. He'll be a college student in New York come spring. That's amazing! I remember when he was just a little kid, always saying he'd go to New York someday. I know. And now it's actually happening. He worked so hard studying on his own without any tutors or prep schools. You must be so proud. That's my little brother for you. Though, honestly, I wanted to get him a tutor, but you were already working 3 jobs just to keep up with the bills. Don't be so hard on yourself. Well, it worked out in the end. He did it all on his own. So I guess you'll be heading to New York too then. I'll miss you, but it can't be helped. Let's have dinner together before you leave. Actually, I'm not going to New York anymore. Tommy got angry and told me not to come. What? How's he gonna make it in the city without you? He said a high school dropout would just be a burden, and that an idiot like me has no place in New York. It was such a harsh truth that I couldn't even argue back. No way! That's terrible! I understand him wanting to live independently, but there's a way to say things. Who does he think is making it possible for him to go to college? You're paying for his entire tuition. He doesn't need to know about that. I want him to feel proud of his achievements. Sarah, you've been doing this since your parents died. Always protecting him, never letting him see the struggles. Well, I'm partially to blame for not being able to let go. Besides, I'm happy I get to stay close to you. I'm happy you're staying too, but something about this really bothers me. Tommy's been so ungrateful to you lately. Why is he being such a brat? He thinks he can walk all over you just because he went to high school and college and you didn't? You think so? After all you've done for him. Like during college applications, he acted all high and mighty, saying he could handle it himself without your help, but he totally failed to complete the process properly. Oh, right, I remember. I was too late to mail it in, so I had to fly there to submit it in person. That was quite a panicked weekend. You never even told him about that, did you? Or about selling your mom's jewelry to pay for the application fees? He doesn't need to know those details. What matters is that he succeeded. He relies on you for everything in his daily life, yet acts like he raised himself. It's infuriating. Remember when he got sick last winter? The pneumonia scare? That was terrifying. You stayed up for 3 days straight taking care of him, then went straight to work without sleeping. Any sister would do the same. No, Sarah, not every sister would sacrifice their own education, work multiple jobs, or put their whole life on hold for their sibling. You need to stop diminishing what you've done. Thanks for getting angry on my behalf. I feel a bit better now. Want to grab dinner tonight? Tommy said he's going out with friends to celebrate. Yes, let's have a ladies' night. Tommy's finally gotten into college and he'll be independent next spring. Let's celebrate your freedom from having to baby the brat. My treat this time, no arguments.
Hey sis, guess who's home? Your genius brother has something amazing to tell you.
Welcome back, Tommy. You seem excited.
I finally got a job offer. I'll be a working adult come spring.
Congratulations, Tommy. Getting an offer so early is impressive.
Well, I am a genius. I'm joining the ranks of the elite at a major corporation.
Wait, a major corporation? Haven't you told me about this? Which company?
Only one of the biggest names in America. The company that gave me an offer is super famous. I'll be working at one of America's top corporations. I'm in a different league from my high school dropout sister now. I'll be living in a luxury apartment as an elite employee. The gap between us will just keep growing.
Different league? It's just a workplace, don't exaggerate. No matter where you work or where you are, you're still my brother.
No, there's now an insurmountable wall between us. I'm going to make tons of money at this big company and live in a luxury apartment. I'll drive an expensive car too. You can't even imagine the world I'll be living in with your low education and poor lifestyle.
Tommy, I understand you're excited about the job offer, but enough with belittling your sister. Calling me poorly educated and impoverished is extremely rude.
But it's all true, isn't it? You're a high school dropout, and that's why you're poor. The very definition of a loser's life. Look at your tiny apartment and cheap clothes.
What did you just say?
Remember when my friends came over last month? They were shocked at how small this place is. One of them actually asked if we were in poverty.
Those friends of yours, the ones with family businesses waiting for them?
Exactly. They're going places in life. I'll never end up a loser like you. I graduated from a good university. I'll work at a good company. I'm going to enjoy the ideal successful life.
Dare you mock my life as that of a loser? Who do you think I've been living so desperately for?
Of course I'm grateful to you. I wouldn't be where I am without your efforts. But you know what? I don't need you anymore. You're useless now.
I'm useless?
Yeah, thanks for everything. Thanks to you, I can live an elite corporate life. But having a dropout sister is embarrassing, so I want you to disappear. Don't bother me.
That company you're talking about, it went bankrupt.
What?
You've been so excited about getting an offer from a major corporation, but you need to wake up from your delusion. The company that gave you an offer is just a subsidiary of that corporation. And just yesterday, that subsidiary went bankrupt.
What? My offer is from a subsidiary? That's impossible. Someone with my education wouldn't mistake some bottom-tier company for the real thing. I did my research.
Did you? Then check the company's address carefully. It might have the prestigious parent company's name, but the address is completely different from the headquarters.
Let me look. This can't be right. What the hell? When I look it up on Google Maps, it shows a small factory.
That's the company that gave you the offer, though it just went bankrupt yesterday.
What? Why? Why didn't I get an offer from there? I thought I got an offer from the major corporation. I never interviewed at a place like that. The building where I had my interview was so fancy.
The interview was near the headquarters, wasn't it?
Well, yeah. I made it to the test and interview on time and did great. I even texted you about it.
You said the test went well and sent me a photo of the commemorative pen they gave you.
Oh, right. I did get something like that. It had the company logo and everything.
But the company name on that pen bothered me, so I looked into it.
Huh? What about the company name?
And I found photos of the same small factory. Looking further, I learned that on that day, both the parent company and its subsidiaries were conducting recruitment at the same venue. I wonder if you accidentally took the subsidiary test instead.
No way. There must be some mistake.
You know, I heard major corporations have really long hiring processes, with up to 6 rounds of interviews before making an offer. But you got an offer after just 1 test and interview. Doesn't that seem odd?
This can't be true. How could I make such a basic mistake? I'm supposed to be the smart one.
That's why I was so surprised when you said you'd be working at a major corporation. I thought you'd be working at the factory, but then yesterday I saw news about the factory going bankrupt. I was worried about your plans, but I guess that's the least of our concerns now.
Why didn't you tell me? That I went to the wrong test. Why didn't you tell me right away?
What?
This is your fault. Until just now, I thought I had an offer from a major corporation. I was feeling on top of the world, and you ruined everything. This wouldn't have happened if you had just warned me. Now I have to start job hunting all over again. This is ridiculous.
Don't you dare blame me. How was I supposed to know you'd make such a mistake? Besides, this is something you should have noticed yourself. You have only yourself to blame.
I'm not normal. I was an unfortunate child without parents raised by my sister. I'm not normal. You should have been watching out for me. You should have noticed. I'm supposed to become an elite.
Excuse me?
It's your fault I didn't notice, because you didn't raise me properly. That's why I made such a basic mistake. If you had been a better guardian...
A better guardian? I gave up everything for you. And you're the one who said that you didn't need me around because you were already an adult. You said that I was useless.
Shut up! I did nothing wrong. Besides, It's your fault I even have to job hunt in the first place. None of my friends are job hunting.
Really?
All my friends have jobs lined up by their parents. My doctor friend will work at his family's hospital. Another is taking over his family's business. I was the only one job hunting. Do you know how humiliating that was?
Seems you've made quite wealthy friends.
Don't say it like that. It's your fault my job hunt failed. If you're going to act like a parent, you should have prepared a job for me too. As my guardian, you should have arranged for me to become an elite.
That's enough, you idiot. Stop it. You pushed Sarah away yourself, and now you're trying to blame her for what you brought on yourself. How long are you going to depend on her to carry you and tend to every little thing you do? You're just being spoiled. Grow up.
You can't talk to me like that. Who even are you? You're not my sister.
Remember me? I'm Michelle, your sister's best friend. I used to play with you when you were little. I used to bring you candy and help you with your homework.
Michelle, of course I remember you. But why are you butting in suddenly? This has nothing to do with you. I'm trying to talk to my sister.
It has everything to do with me. I've been watching Sarah all this time. I've been supporting her, cheering her on as she tried so hard to be your guardian. Do you know how many nights she cried, worried if she was doing enough for you? You don't know how much she's given up for you. All the things she wanted, the dreams she had, everything, just to make you happy. And this is how you repay her.
She cried?
And now this? I'm sad and frustrated. You don't even know how much she sacrificed for you. As Sarah's best friend, I can't watch this injustice anymore. Do you know what she did when you got sick last winter?
What do you mean?
She sold her laptop to pay for your medicine. She's been doing all her work on her old phone ever since.
Shut up! Outsiders should just stay out of this. Besides, if she sacrificed herself, that was her choice. I never asked for that. I never told her to do anything like that.
You're right. Just as it was her choice to take the hard road, it was your choice to push her away. Whether you mistakenly got an offer from a small company or it went bankrupt due to poor management, that's the path you chose. It has nothing to do with Sarah. If you have a problem, take it up with yourself.
Well...
And watching this exchange, there's one thing I absolutely need to say.
What?
Don't blame your upbringing, you idiot. If anything, you're more privileged than most college students. Sarah's paying all of your college expenses, isn't she? Not just that, but your rent, utilities, everything for your life in New York, she's paying for all of it, isn't she? You haven't felt the need to get a part-time job while you were at college because she was providing more than enough for you.
So what? That's what a guardian should do. That's normal.
No, it's not, you idiot! I have both my parents, and they both work normal jobs. They let me go to college and gave me freedom when I told them I wanted to move out of this small town, but they only paid half my tuition. I had to work part-time for the other half. For my life in New York, I had to take out student loans.
What? You took out loans? How stingy are your parents?
They're not stingy. That's normal. 1 in 2 college students take out loans and makes the rent using that money and the money they make from part-time jobs. Most students work part-time jobs. Most students share apartments with roommates to save money.
Really?
You have your own apartment, a monthly allowance, and no student debt. Do you know what Sarah does to afford that?
I never asked.
She works 3 jobs. 3! She's a shop manager during the day, does bookkeeping in the evenings, and writes content on weekends. She hasn't taken a vacation in years.
I didn't know.
Everyone's situation is different, but you should realize how fortunate you are to have all your expenses covered. Learn to appreciate how privileged you are.
Even if you say that, none of my friends took out loans.
You mean your doctor and business owner friends? If you can only judge based on such a narrow world, even if you had taken the real corporate headquarters test, you would have failed. There's no merit in hiring such an idiot.
What did you say?
Your sister Sarah is truly amazing. Don't you dare come near my precious best friend again. If you come back home, I'll chase you away with a metal baseball bat. I'll press you flat in the factory's metal press.
What?
I'm sorry, Tommy. Michelle gets a bit extreme when she's worked up.
Was Michelle always this scary?
Actually, we've been drinking since lunch today. That's probably why she's being so aggressive. We were celebrating my birthday with champagne she bought for me.
Oh, today is your birthday?
Yes, I'm 37 today. Time flew by while I was desperately working to raise you and keep you happy, and now I'm almost 40. But you completely forgot my birthday. Maybe we really aren't family anymore. Not if you don't care about celebrating my birthday with me.
What are you saying?
Do you remember what today used to mean to us? Every year after Mom and Dad died, we'd go to that little cake shop near the station. You'd always insist on buying the cake yourself with your allowance money.
I remember.
The owner would give you extra strawberries because you were so polite. You'd always say, "These are for my sister. It's her special day." That feels like such a long time ago. It really was years and years ago. I don't even remember the last time you said happy birthday to me. Hey, Tommy, we should probably separate completely and get on with life without each other. Let's each live by our own strength from now on.
What's that supposed to mean? You're not saying you're cutting ties with me, right? I mean, I'm your only family.
And that only family can't keep depending on me forever. Family is supposed to support each other.
That's...
Tommy, remember what you said when you moved to New York? That you'd pave your own way? Well, live up to those words. Try making it on your own. Goodbye, Tommy. Please consider me gone from your life.
Wait! Don't go! I need to say more! I'm sorry for saying all those horrible things. I'll apologize, so please don't go! Don't say such lonely things.
Lonely? I'm not lonely. I have Michelle, my coworkers, my life that I built while taking care of you.
Please! Are you really planning to cut ties with me? I'm really sorry. I'm sorry. I'll apologize. Please. Can't you at least answer my messages? Sis, please help me. I'm in serious trouble. I'm really desperate. I managed to graduate college, but my life is over.
What do you mean your life is over? I usually ignore your messages, but this is actually pretty worrying.
I knew it. You wouldn't abandon me when I'm really in trouble. You'll come help me, right? You always help me when things get really bad.
I didn't say I'd help. First, tell me what's going on. What's this about your life being over? Don't say something like that.
Well, after that, I failed at job hunting. I graduated college, but I've just been working part-time jobs. Convenience stores, restaurants, anything I could get.
I heard about that through the grapevine. It must be tough, but I heard you were managing.
Only for the first month, but gradually I started feeling pathetic. My friends are working as doctors and future CEOs, while I'm just a part-timer. The same friends who used to admire me in college now barely return my calls.
And?
Wanting to escape that life, I got involved in a certain job.
What kind of job?
They said they paid me $100,000 for one job. Just one night's work, they said.
That sounds like something illegal. Did you do it?
I got scared and backed out at the last minute. When I saw what they wanted me to do, I couldn't go through with it.
Thank goodness. You managed to stop yourself.
But it's not good at all. I borrowed money from those people, and then I ran away. Now scary people are after me. If they catch me, they'll beat me up. Maybe worse.
Why did you borrow money from people like that? Even if you were struggling, there are legitimate loan companies.
I'm blacklisted and couldn't borrow from them anymore. I got into revolving credit card debt, and it piled up until I couldn't make the payments. The interest just kept growing.
You're kidding. How did you get involved in all this? This isn't like you, Tommy.
I couldn't help it. I'm still friends with my college buddies, but I can't show up just wearing a t-shirt when everyone else is in nice suits. I want to hang out looking sharp like them. I had to do it so that they hang out with me.
So you got into revolving debt for such pointless vanity, and then turned to shady jobs.
You don't understand how it feels. Every time we meet up, they're talking about their new cars, their luxury apartments, their vacation places.
And you couldn't just be honest about your situation? Tell them you're working hard and starting from the bottom?
They'd look down on me. Just like I look down on you. Please, help me. For now, I just want to pay back what I borrowed from the scary people. Then they'll stop chasing me. Please lend me $40,000.
I can't. I can't lend you anything anymore. Sorry, but you'll have to figure this out yourself.
But this is different. These aren't normal debt collectors. They're dangerous people. They know where I live.
Then go to the police.
The police? But I have to tell them everything.
Yes, everything. Take responsibility for your choices.
But
this is the path you chose, right? Then find your way forward with your own strength. Goodbye, Tommy. I hope someday we can meet again when you've become a proper person.
Wait, please. Just one more chance. I'll change, I promise.
You know, Tommy, I always wondered if I did the right thing raising you alone. Maybe if you'd gone to a proper family with 2 parents and a stable home.
No, don't say that. You were the best sister anyone could ask for.
But I couldn't teach you the most important thing. How to be a responsible adult. That's my failure as your guardian.
It's not your failure, it's mine. Please, just help me this one last time.
Sometimes helping means letting go. Goodbye, Tommy. After that, it seems Tommy got scared and turned himself into the police asking for help. Well, it was good that he backed out of the shady job at the last minute. He had apparently already been involved in some illegal activities and was arrested on the spot. In place of me, who cut ties with him, my best friend Michelle visits Tommy regularly in prison, and she laughs, saying, "He was crying and apologizing about you, but it's too late now." According to her, he's finally starting to understand the value of honest work, taking classes and counseling in prison. Tommy sends me letters sometimes, but I haven't opened them yet. Maybe someday, when he's truly learned to stand on his own feet. We can be a family again. But for now, this distance is what we both need to grow. I'm truly grateful to Michelle, who has always been there to support and cheer me on throughout everything. She says I've started smiling more lately. Maybe she's right. It feels like a weight has been lifted, knowing I did everything I could as a sister. When I visit our parents' grave now, I can tell them with confidence, I raised him the best I could. The rest is up to him.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.
Hey Sally, are you there? Where are you right now? Shouldn't you be finishing up with work pretty soon there?
Hilda? Wow, what is this all about? It's not often that you message me.
I know, right? I think the last time I did, it was 6 months ago, but I just wanted to let you know that I moved to the big city.
Oh wow, did you really? That's amazing. That's been your dream since we were little. Don't you remember how badly you bullied me when you found out I was going to a college out of state?
Yeah, well, I just knew that you were going to be meeting so many cool, smarter boys if you went, and I just felt like I wasn't going to have any of those chances. In fact, and I've even been able to make a boyfriend.
Oh, really? You moved to the city to meet boys? Well, I had no idea that was so important to you. Does this have anything to do at all with why you're messaging me?
Well, it's just that I think you and I might actually live quite close to each other. But did you know that other people from our town have either moved back or moved away to some other place? That's even quite a few who have gotten married and have children now.
Oh, that's right. I remember having to go to so many weddings last year, actually.
I remember some of those. You were still single then, weren't you?
Yeah, I was single, but I'm actually engaged right now.
Are you kidding me? You're engaged? I thought you cared too much about your job for something like that.
Well, I just met someone that I like and things went well from there. In fact, we're actually going to be getting married later this month. It's going to be a small ceremony, but we were going to do it abroad. I haven't even invited any of my friends to it. I was actually thinking of making the announcement after it was all said and done.
So that's why I had no idea about any of this. Well, wow, that sure is good for you. But I should actually be honest with you. I knew that you were engaged, and I know that you're engaged to a 30-year-old supervisor for a big company. Isn't that right? Kind of a player type of guy who makes more than $1 million a year, is that right? The kind of guy who always go to the gym straight after work? The kind of guy who lives in a really nice condo and has made something of his life, is that right?
Hold on a second. How do you know all that? I mean, did one of my friends leak something to you?
Oh, don't you worry about that. I have my ways of getting information when I want. After all, you remember all those weddings last year, right? I actually bought so many gifts for people that I was really strapped for cash, but it also made me realize that I really need to get married soon, so I started to think about how I could meet new people.
I see. And just what did you figure out yourself?
Well, if you really want to know, I was looking around for a man who could check out all of my boxes. Well, I finally found one, but the only trouble was that he was with someone already. He was engaged to this girl from a small town who was the top of her class and got a scholarship to leave her town and study out of state. Now she works in the big city as a radio broadcaster.
Wait a second. Are you talking about me right now, Hilda?
Ding, ding, ding! You guessed it! I just knew that if I looked around at who people from school were getting with, that I'd find a good man. And you just so happened to be engaged to the CFO of one of the country's greatest companies. He's everything that I've been looking for in a man.
How did you even manage to do all this? And just who do you think you are looking so deeply into my life?
I can't help it if I'm good at hearing rumors about people. It really wasn't all that hard to find that information too, you know.
Okay, well, so what? You want me to introduce you to some guy from my fiance's company or something? Because I'm sorry, but I really don't feel comfortable doing that at all.
Oh, no, of course not. I don't want to do anything like that at all. Besides, I don't need you to make an introduction when I've already made contact myself. In fact, I'm already going out with someone.
What do you mean you're going out with someone already? What are you getting out?
Well, let's just say that you're no longer wanted at all. So anyways, do you mind telling me where you are right now? Because I would love to know what time you're going to come home so that I can go on a date with your fiancé. So I need to know how much time we have so that you don't come and spoil our time in some kind of jealous rage.
I don't even know what to say right now. Are you serious? Are you really with my fiancé? But we're supposed to be getting this month. How could this be? And I haven't heard anything about this at all from my boyfriend. Not even a hint at something weird.
Well, I guess I was just fast enough to steal your man away from you before you got married. So consider this my early wedding surprise gift for you. You have no idea how long I've been wanting to spoil this secret for you. I'm sorry I had to wait until now to tell you.
Surprise? You call this a surprise? You're just having an affair with my husband. What kind of present is that?
I suppose you'll figure out everything when you do finally get home. But don't worry, there's another surprise waiting for you at home.
I don't even understand how you can be so calm about this right now, but I'm done with work and I'm heading home right now. So you and I are going to have a little talk about this. I want to know all about what's going on. Dan, are you there? What the heck is going on here? Why is all my stuff gone from the apartment? And why was getting text from Hilda from high school? Is this the present that she was telling me about?
So you're finally back home from work, huh? I was wondering why I wasn't hearing from you. I thought that the surprise might have been so great that you passed out or something. I was actually laughing a bit about it.
You were laughing about this? But we were supposed to get married this month. But now I find out that you're cheating on me? Not only that, but you got rid of my stuff? And you replaced it all with what I can only assume is Hilda's stuff?
I know that you were just using me for my condo, my money, and my status. And I wasn't going to let you use me like that anymore. So now I'm canceling our engagement. I want nothing to do with you ever again. And I don't want to hear any complaints from you. You already gained from all your time with me.
How can you just do this to me?
Because it's my house and I can do whatever I want, that's why.
Now, hold on just a second here. You cheat on me and then you cancel our engagement. And then you take out all of my stuff from the apartment. How could you do this? And just where is all of my stuff anyways, huh? I had a lot of important stuff at your place.
Oh, don't worry about a thing. It's not like we threw anything away like that. I just rented a storage space and put it all in there. I paid it up through the month, so you have until then to get all your stuff out.
You put my things in a storage locker? I can't believe you.
Oh, and if you want to talk about suing me for cheating, then consider the fact that I paid for the storage locker, paid to have your stuff moved, and everything like that. So I think I've already paid more than my fair share. A pretty good deal, right?
I can't believe that you've done this to me. I mean, do you even realize what you've done? I know that we've already talked about this, but you do realize that we were going to be getting married this month, right? We made plans to get married abroad and people have already bought their plane tickets. All the preparations are done for our wedding, but now you've gone and did this. How could you do this? What were you thinking?
Oh, don't worry about that. I'm just going to be marrying Hilda instead of you.
Are you serious about this? That's really what your plan is?
Of course. I mean, after all, I don't have to chance anyone who I'm inviting. There shouldn't be any problems in switching out your guests.
You can't just do something like that so simply.
Oh, please. I was paying for everything anyways. I can do whatever I want, and you don't have any right to say otherwise.
Look, I get that you have the right to do all of this still, but...
That's right. There's no but. I have all the money, so I have all the power. You thought that you were going to marry me and have access to all my money, right? Well, I'm not letting you get away with that. And I don't have anything to worry about with Hilda since she's rich as well.
So, then you're only marrying Hilda because she has money like you?
Of course. If we have money, that means that Hilda can just be a housewife while I do all the work. We can live nice lives, shop at the nice stores, go out to eat whenever we want. I never took us to any of the nice stores because it would be wasted on you. Besides, you always insisted on cooking at home and just made the post-poor people looking meals.
I don't think it was that bad at all. In fact, I think most husbands would be grateful for a wife that cooks for them every night.
I want to live like how Hilda talks about, with bright lights, nice clothes, expensive foods. She's not a cheapskate like you. And since she was raised right, unlike you, I won't feel embarrassed about taking her out to any parties or anything like that. Not only that, but I know that she is going to show me more respect than you ever did.
Dan, I did respect you a lot.
What are you talking about? You thought that you were my equal just because you also have a job? But Hilda is going to stay home for me. She'll be there ready to take off my coat and lead me to her home-cooked meal. In fact, Hilda said she would even quit her job in order to make the marriage work. She's ready to leave her hometown behind all for me.
I don't even know what that means.
It means that she is willing to do all the things that you aren't. Does that make enough sense for you now? Don't you get it? Nobody wants you. The engagement is over. You and I are through. And we are never ever getting married. I'm going to marry Hilda, and that is that. She's going to make me much happier than you ever did.
I really just can't even deal with you right now, Dan. I mean, well, I suppose it's too late to fix any of this right now. But you can go ahead and tell Hilda that I know it'll be hard, but that I wish her the best of luck.
That's a good one. Anyways, I'll text you the combination for the storage space soon enough. Have a nice life. Or don't. I don't really care either way.
Hey there!
I just wanted to let you know that we got married, and this weekend we're going to Fiji to get married. I'm so happy that it's almost scary.
Well, congratulations on getting married. Did your parents end up meeting Dan?
They're just going to meet him at the wedding in Fiji. I know that they'll accept him, so things will be fine. Why? Did you think that if they met him, that they might get mad about the circumstances of our marriage or something?
I don't really know if that they get mad or not, but I do know that Dan's parents are really nice and probably wouldn't approve of what he's doing. In fact, I don't think that this is going to go how you think this will at all.
I wouldn't be so sure about that if I were you.
And just what do you mean by that, huh?
I mean, that's his parents. I mean, that his parents love him and there's no way that they'd be upset with him. Don't you get it? I've won. They're going to let Dan and I get married, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And you've somehow made sure of this?
Oh, don't you worry about that, Sally. Actually, we've already gotten legally married, and soon we're going to get married in Fiji. And I'm going to take your place in Dan's amazing condo. I hope you enjoyed your time with Dan, because you'll never getting that again.
So Dan still hasn't told you anything?
What do you mean? What would he have to tell me?
Well, first of all, he doesn't own the condo.
What are you talking about? Of course he's in his condo. He said so himself, and you were just talking, and you were just taking up space there, so get out!
Actually, there's a different name on the lease, if you must know.
Wait a second. You're not trying to tell me that you own it, do you?
Of course not. There's no way that I could afford a place like that.
So then, Dan does own the condo. I knew it.
No, actually, his dad is the one with his name on the lease.
So then, the condo actually belongs to Dan's dad?
That's right. He bought the condo as an investment and gave it to Dan as an engagement gift. But there was no way that Dan could have afforded something like that.
Well, I don't see how that makes any difference at all then. If his dad owns it, then he might as well own it.
You really think so?
What do you mean? What do you know that I don't?
Well, I suppose that you'll find out soon enough from Dan's dad, won't you?
Sally, did you move away? Where are all of your things? I just went to the storage unit that I put all your things in and it was empty. Does this mean that you moved away?
What is this all about? Why do you even care about my stuff? Shouldn't you be enjoying your life in the condo?
We were thrown out, actually.
You were thrown out of the condo?
That's right. Dan's dad got really pissed off and threw Dan and I out of the condo. He said that he wasn't going to house a couple of introverts like us.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds about right to me.
Not only that, but then his dad came to the condo with moves and moved out our stuff into a storage unit. He just did that without even asking us.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds to me that you two got exactly what you deserved then.
But now we don't even have a place to live.
I see. Well, it sounded to me like you better go find a place to live then, doesn't it?
But we can't, and that's the problem.
And what does that have to do with me? Why do you think that I'd even help you out to begin with?
Please, can't you at least let us stay at your place?
Are you kidding me? Please tell me that this is some kind of a joke. It's going to be just the two of us. Surely you have enough room to put us there for a while, right? I mean, we're going to be going to Fiji this weekend anyways. You mean that you two are still really going to get married in Fiji? I thought that Dan's parents were paying for the whole wedding. Do you really think that they're going to throw you out of their condo but still pay for the wedding? Wait, what? Are you serious? Dan's dad is actually the one paying for the whole wedding? But this is the first time that I'm hearing about this at all. Well, it's true. Dan hasn't put a single cent towards this wedding at all. We were relying on his dad to cover the wedding. Dan has always had to rely on his dad in his life. In fact, I don't think that Dan would really be able to have accomplished anything without always going to his dad for help. And to be quite honest with you, that was always a bit of a turnoff. But I mean, I already had no idea that any of this was going on, but then there's no way that we're going to be having this wedding if that's the case. Yeah, well, I guess this is what happens when you think you can always rely on your dad just because he's rich. I mean, Dan only had the job that he does because his dad works on the broth there. That can't be true. Please tell me this isn't right. No, it really is true. I was working for that company doing business with his dad, and he told me that his son could use a wife like me. Dan's dad's word for it, and that Dan was a stand-up guy, but it didn't take long for me to figure that out the truth. So then, you got engaged to Dan because of his dad? Does his dad really have
that huge of an impact on Dan's life?
More than you know, would seem, right? But anyways, it's not really my problem now. After all, you broke up the engagement and now you and Dan are legally married according to you. But I think I can take a guess that things aren't going the way that you thought they would, right?
I thought I was going to be living on the streets from now here on out.
And instead you and your husband are homeless and looks for couches to crash on.
But that isn't fair. You should have told me about all of this. You tricked me! How could you do this to me?
I really didn't do anything at all. You were the ones having the affair behind my back. You were the ones who broke up the engagement for Dan and I, thinking that his parents would be okay with it. If you two are looking for people to blame, you can only point the finger at each other. And now that you have all the detail, I think I'm going to block the both of you.
This can't be happening! No!
After that, I followed through on my word and blocked the two of them. Then I hired a lawyer to sue them for their affair and the role it played in breaking up our engagement. In the end, they didn't go to Fiji and instead spent their honeymoon looking for a place to live. They ran around for 2 weeks until they were finally able to get a room in a crappy little apartment building that I would never go near with a 10-foot pole. Although I think the reason they had to settle on it was because of my lawsuit and because Dan's father made them pay for the wedding preparations. As for me, I took the money that I got from the lawsuit and used it to move to another town. Since then, I haven't heard a single word from either of them, and I'll continue that way. Then I'll know that I've done something right. Anyways, that's the story of how I lost my fiancé but regained my freedom. Hope you like it.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.
Hey sis, excited about tomorrow? Absolutely. Can't believe I'm getting married to Tyler. He seems like a great guy. I'm happy for you. Thanks. Oh, by the way, did you get your invitation? Actually, no. I've been meaning to ask you about that. What? That's strange. I'll ask Tyler about it right away. Tyler says he's definitely sent one. Maybe it got lost in the mail. Maybe. It's okay. I knew the details anyways. Still, I'll have Tyler send you a digital copy just in case. Thanks, sis. Can't wait to see you walk down the aisle. Me neither. Sleep well. Big day tomorrow. Katie, where are you? The ceremony starts in an hour. I'm here at the venue, but there's a problem. What? What's wrong? Tyler, he's trying to kick me out. What? Why would he do that? He says I wasn't invited and that I'll ruin the wedding photos. That's ridiculous. I'll come find you right now. No, don't. You'll ruin your dress. I'll handle it. Are you sure? I can't believe Tyler would do this. It's fine. I don't want to ruin your day. I'll try talking to him again. Okay, but let me know if you need me. This isn't right.
What are you still doing here? I told you to leave.
Tyler, I'm Sarah's sister. I should be here.
Look, let's be honest. You'll ruin the photos of your appearance.
Excuse me? What's that supposed to mean?
Come on. You know you're not exactly photogenic like Sarah.
I can't believe you're saying this. Does Sarah know how you talk to people?
Sarah doesn't need to know. Just leave quietly and everyone's happy.
I'm not going anywhere. This is my sister's wedding.
Fine. Have it your way.
Ow! Did you just push me?
It was an accident. Now are you leaving or not?
I'm staying, and Sarah will hear about this. Katie, where are you? Sarah, I'm over here by the entrance. What happened? Your dress is dirty. Tyler, he pushed me. He's been trying to kick me out. What?
Sarah! Darling, what are you doing here? You should be getting ready.
Tyler, did you push my sister?
What? No, of course not. It was an accident.
I heard everything. How could you do this?
Sarah, listen. It's not what you think.
Not what I think. You called my sister ugly.
I didn't mean...
And you didn't even send her an invitation.
I can explain.
Explain what? That you're a complete jerk?
Sarah, please. Let's talk about this privately.
No, I think we're done talking. The wedding is off. Katie, I'm so sorry about what happened. Are you okay? I'm fine, just a bit shaken. Are you sure about canceling the wedding? Absolutely. I can't marry someone who treats my family like that. But all those guests, the expenses. Don't worry about that. Tyler will be covering everything. He will? Oh, yes, he will. I made sure of that. Wow, sis, you're scary when you're angry. Nobody messes with my little sister. Nobody. Thanks, Sarah. I love you. Love you too, Katie. Want to go get some ice cream? Definitely. I think we both need it after today. Hi, Six. How are you holding up? Better than expected. Actually, how about you? I'm okay. Still can't believe what happened. Me neither, but I'm glad I found out before we got married. True. Have you heard from Tyler since? He's been trying to call and text, but I've been ignoring him. Maybe you should hear him out. I don't think so. There's more to the story. More? What do you mean? Remember Melissa from high school? The one who always bullied you? What about her? Well, it turns out she's Tyler's other woman. What? Are you serious? Yep. Found pictures of them together when I was packing my things. Oh my God, Sarah. I'm so sorry. Don't be. I'm the one who dodged a bullet. What are you going to do? I've already done it. Sent a compensation claim to both of them. Wow, you don't mess around. Nope. They're going to pay for what they did. Go get him, sis. Hey, Sarah. Any updates on the Tyler situation? Oh, you won't believe this. What happened? Tyler's parents called me. His parents? What did they want? To apologize, actually, and to beg me to take him back. You're kidding? What did they say? I told them exactly what their precious son did. How did they react? They were shocked, apparently. Tyler had been lying to them, too. Wow, he really dug himself into a hole, didn't he? Yep, they ended up disowning him. Seriously? That's intense. Played stupid games, win stupid prize. True that. How about the compensation? Tyler paid up. Melissa's trying to negotiate. Negotiate? The nerve of her! I know, right? But my lawyer says we have a strong case. I'm glad you're not letting them off easily. Me too. It's not about the money. It's about justice. You go, girl. Thanks, sis. Couldn't have gotten through this without you. Always here for you. Katie, you free this weekend? You should be. What's up? Want to go shopping? I could use a wardrobe refresh. Ooh, yes, please. Real retail therapy? You know it. Plus, I may have a date next week. A date? Do tell. Remember Mark from college? Your study partner? The one with the cute dimples? That's the one. We reconnected recently. And he asked me out for coffee. That's great, Sarah. Are you excited? A little nervous, actually. It's been a while. You'll be fine. Mark always seemed like a nice guy. He is complete opposite of Tyler. That's a low bar, sis. True. But Mark's genuinely kind. Always has been. Well, I'm happy for you. You deserve someone nice. Thanks, Katie. So shopping this Saturday? It's a date. Can't wait. So, how did it go with Mark? It was really nice, actually. Details, woman. I need details. Well, we met at the little cafe near the park. The one with the amazing croissants? That's the one. We ended up talking for hours. Oh, that's sweet. What did you talk about? Everything. Work, family, our college days. It was so easy. That's a good sign. Did he ask you out again? He did. We're going to the new art exhibit next week. Fancy. I'm so happy for you, Sarah. Thanks. It feels good to move on. You deserve it, after all that drama with Tyler. Oh, don't remind me. But hey, silver lining, right? Absolutely. One door closes, another opens. Speaking of Tyler, guess what? What now? He tried to crash my date with Mark. No way, what happened? Mark handled it like a champ. Calmly asked him to leave. Wow, Mark sounds like a keeper. He really might be. It's early, but I have a good feeling. I'm so glad, sis. You deserve all the happiness. Thanks, Katie. Love you. Love you too. Keep me posted on day 2. Sarah, have you seen the news? No, what's up? It's about Tyler. Oh no, what now? He got arrested. Apparently, he's been running some kind of scam. Are you serious? What kind of scam? Something about fake investment schemes. It's all over the local news. Wow. I can't say I'm entirely surprised, but still. I know, it's crazy to think you almost married him. Tell me about it. I feel like I dodged a bullet train, not just a bullet. No kidding. How are you feeling about it? Honestly, relieved and a little sad. Sad? Why? Not just for Tyler, just the whole situation. What a waste. I get it, but hey, look at where you are now. You're right. Things have a way of working out, don't they? They sure do. How are things with Mark? Really good, actually. He's been so supportive through all of this. That's great to hear. He seems like a wonderful guy. He is. I'm lucky to have him. And you, of course. Aw, thanks, sis. We're lucky to have each other. Always. Katie, I have news. Good news, I hope. The best. Mark proposed. Oh my god, congratulations. Thank you. I'm so happy, Katie. I can't believe it. I'm so happy for you. Tell me everything. How did he do it? It was so sweet. He took me back to the cafe when we had our first date. Aw, that's so romantic. I know. He had the whole place decorated with flowers. That must have been beautiful. It was. And then he got down on one knee and gave this beautiful speech. I'm tearing up just thinking about it. What did he say? He talked about how we've known each other for so long and how grateful he was that we found each other again. That's so sweet. Mark really is a gem. He is. I feel so lucky, Katie. And after everything with Tyler, I wasn't sure I'd ever trust anyone again. But you did, and look where it got you. I'm so proud of you, sis. Thanks, Katie. I couldn't have gotten through all of this without you. That's what sisters are for. So, when's the big day? We're thinking next spring. And of course, I want you to be my maid of honor. I'd be honored. I promise I won't let any jerks kick me out this time. Ha! I'd like to see them try. This time, everything's going to be perfect. It will be, because this time you're marrying the right person. You're right. I can't wait to start this new chapter. Me neither. We have so much planning to do. Yes, we do. Want to meet up this weekend to start brainstorming? Absolutely. I'll bring the bridal magazines and wine. Perfect. Love you, sis. Thanks for always being there. Love you too, Sarah. Always and forever. Katie, can you believe it's been a year since the Tyler fiasco? Wow, has it really been that long? Time flies. It does. So much has changed. For the better, I'd say. How are the wedding plans coming along? Great. Mark and I are finally settling on a venue. Ooh, where? The beautiful garden where Mom and Dad got married. Oh, Sarah, that's perfect. Mom and Dad will be so touched. I hope so. It feels right, you know. I do. It's like coming full circle. Exactly. And Katie? Yeah? I want to thank you again for everything. Sarah, you don't have to. No, I do. You stood by me through all the Tyler drama. You've always had my back. That's what sisters do. You do the same for me. In a heartbeat, I'm so lucky to have you. We're lucky to have each other. Now, no more sappy stuff or I'll start crying. Okay, want to go dress shopping next weekend? Try and stop me. Can't wait to see you as a beautiful bride. This time, it'll be perfect because I have the right groom and the best maid of honor. Aw, Sarah, okay. Now I'm really going to cry. Save those tears for the wedding. Love you, sis. Love you too. Here's to new beginnings. To new beginnings and to sisters. Always and forever. Sarah, are you ready? It's almost time. I'm so nervous, Katie. Is everything okay out there? Everything's perfect. The garden looks beautiful and Mark is beaming. No signs of unwanted guests? Nope, not a single one. We've got security at every entrance, remember? I know. I'm just paranoid after last time. Don't be. This is your day, and it's going to be amazing. You're right. How do I look? Absolutely stunning. Mark is going to cry when he sees you. Thanks, sis. I'm so glad you're here with me. Wouldn't miss it for the world. Ready to become Mrs. Mark Johnson? More than ready. Let's do this. That's my girl. I'll see you at the altar. Love you. Love you too, Katie. Here goes nothing. Congratulations, Miss Johnson. Thank you. I can't believe it finally happened. The ceremony was beautiful. I definitely saw Mark tearing up. I was too busy trying not to cry myself. Did you see Dad? He was bawling. It was so sweet. Mom couldn't stop smiling either. I'm just so happy, Katie. Everything is perfect. You deserve it, sis, after everything you've been through. We've been through. I couldn't have done any of this without you. That's what sisters are for. Now, ready to party? Absolutely. Let's go celebrate. Happy first anniversary, sis! Thank you, Katie. Can't believe it's been a year already. Time flies when you're happily married, huh? It really does. Mark is taking me out for a surprise dinner tonight. Ooh, fancy. Any guesses where? No idea, but knowing Mark, it'll be somewhere special. He's such a sweetheart. You really lucked out this time. I know. Sometimes I still can't believe how different things turned out. Everything happens for a reason, right? Definitely. Oh, speaking of which, guess who I ran into yesterday? Who? Melissa, Tyler's ex-affair partner. What happened? It was surprisingly okay. She apologized for everything. Wow, really? That's unexpected. I know. She seemed genuinely remorseful. Said the whole Tyler thing made her reevaluate her life. That's good, I guess. How do you feel? Honestly, relieved. It felt good to let go of that last bit of anger. I'm proud of you, sis. You've come so far. Thanks, Katie. It's all thanks to you and Mark. And your own strength. Don't forget that. Oh, true. I gotta go. Mark just got home. Okay. Enjoy your anniversary dinner. Love you. Love you too, sis. Talk to you tomorrow. Katie, you'll never guess what happened. What? Is everything okay? Everything's perfect. I'm pregnant. Oh my god, congratulations. Thank you. We just found out yesterday. I'm so excited for you. How's Mark taking the news? He's over the moon. He's already talking about nursery colors. That's adorable. How are you feeling? A little nauseous, but mostly just happy and scared. That's normal. You're gonna be an amazing mom, Sarah. I hope so. I keep thinking about everything we've been through. And look how it all turned out. You're stronger for it. You're right. I just want to give this baby the best life possible. And you will. You and Mark both. Thanks, sis. Oh, and of course, we want you to be the godmother. Really? I'd be honored. Who else would I pick? You've been here through everything. I love you guys so much. This baby is going to be so loved. I know. I can't wait to start this new chapter. Me neither. Auntie Katie is ready for duty. I'm counting on you. Love you, sis. Love you too. Congratulations again. Katie, can you believe it's been 10 years since the Tyler incident? Wow, has it really been that long? Time flies. It does. Sometimes it feels like a lifetime ago. So much has changed. You're happily married with 2 beautiful kids, and you're engaged. I still can't believe my little sister is getting married. Me neither. Who could have thought we'd end up here after all that drama? Certainly not me, but I'm so grateful for how things turned out. Me too, you know. In a weird way, we should thank Tyler. What? Why on earth would we thank him? Well, if it wasn't for him being such a jerk, you might never have reconnected with Mark. Haha, that's one way to look at it. Silver lining, I guess. Exactly, and look at us now. Happy, successful, and stronger than ever. You're right, we've come a long way. We sure have. I'm proud of us, sis. Me too. Here's to the next 10 years, and to sisters who stick together through thick and thin. Always and forever. Love you, Katie. Love you too, Sarah. Always and forever. According to what I heard from my sister, her ex-fiancé paid the compensation in full without complaint. He also bore the full cost of canceling the wedding, losing nearly $100,000 in total. Moreover, his family was furious, saying, "You'll never get another chance to marry such a beautiful woman." We were all looking forward to having Sarah as our daughter-in-law. They even went as far as to disown him. By the way, my sister also made sure to demand compensation from his partner in the affair. Her former classmate saying, "As I suspected, she knew he was my fiancé and deliberately seduced him, so I included the cost of my long pent-up grudge in the claim and demanded more than the usual amount. I even told her main boyfriend about her. It seems she really taught them both a lesson."
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.